Hello everyone. Today I am going to demonstrate the concept of terminal velocity. I have a very simple experiment here. The arrangement of the experiment is like this. I have a bottle which is filled with sunflower oil. I have sago balls which will be releasing through the oil, and there is a stopwatch which I will be using in my phone. So let us start with the experiment. I have marked two positions through which when the ball will pass through these two markings, I will measure the time for its fall. So now I will release the ball, and when it will cross the first marking, I will start the timer. When it will cross the second marking, I will stop that. So I am releasing the ball. And I will note down the time it takes for its travel through the liquid. I am doing it one more time. Okay, so the distance between the two markings, I have taken it to be equal to 20 centimeter. Now, if you must have observed the way in which the ball is moving through the liquid, I will draw the diagram for this. When I am releasing the ball is its initial velocity is v is equal to 0, and the force which is acting on the ball is the gravitational force. So it is moving under the gravitational force. When it will enter the liquid, at that time there will be a viscous drag which will be acting on the ball because it is moving through the sunflower oil, and at the same time there is a gravitational force which is acting in the downward direction, and the viscous drag will be in the upward direction. So here, if I will say that v1 is the velocity of the ball when it is crossing through this, it is more than that of v. Next, when the ball is crossing the mark and when it is moving further, at that time the forces which are acting on the ball are the viscous force is there, and along with this there is a buoyant force which is acting on the ball, and at the same time the gravitational force is there. So if we will consider v2 as the velocity here, then this v2 is greater than v1, which is greater than v. Now when the ball is crossing the mark, and between these two markings you will find that the viscous force and the buoyant force which is acting on the ball, this becomes equal to the gravitational force. So the net force which is acting on the ball is the viscous force according to the Stokes law plus buoyant force, and this must be equal to your net force is given by viscous force plus buoyant force, that is equal to your gravitational force. That is equal to the gravitational force. So in this case, since the forces are balanced and the ball forces are in equilibrium, so the ball will move with a constant terminal velocity. It will move with constant velocity, and that is called as the terminal velocity of the ball. If you will plot the graph of velocity against time at different positions of the ball, then you will find that initially it is the accelerated motion, and after some time the ball will attain the constant velocity, and that is referred as the terminal velocity. Thank you.